Hello everyone, welcome to Basically Nida. I'm Nida, and in this video I talk about all the gifts and projects I made in December. As you can see, the title of the video is the projects and the gifts that I made in December. Yet, some of these I started way earlier than December. I just finished them in December, or I had finished them and gifted them in December. So without taking too long, here's all the stuff that I made and gifted, and some of them are for me. So here they are. The first gift that I gifted, knitted and then gifted, was a color work knitted hat. This hat was like a snowflake color work hat, and I made this for my friend's birthday, and it was neon orange in the background, and then the snowflake part of the color work was yellow, and then the rim and the pom-pom that I made for it were red. So this was gifted to my friend on her birthday, and then I forgot to take a picture of it. So I sent her a little message saying, "Oh, I'm so sorry, can I get a picture of the hat I gave you recently? Because, I wanted to maybe post it on Instagram or something like that." And at the time, I wasn't thinking that, oh, I'm gonna switch my, I was kind of thinking, but I hadn't actually made the decision of switching my channel to more of a craft channel than a booktube channel. So at that time, I was just gonna put it on Instagram. So I was like, can you send me a picture of this? And then she came back saying, I am so sorry, I accidentally pulled the pom-pom and lost the pom-pom. So I was like, that's okay, ha ha ha, laugh laugh, So then in a few days later, she sent me a picture of it. So I probably have put it up, or I'm going to put it up. And she even took it to the park and put it on new fallen snow and all staged it and everything. So it was kind of cute and nice of her to do that. But yeah, so that was the very first thing in December that I gifted, and I think I started in last week of November, but I gifted it in December, so that was the first thing. And then the next one was another birthday gift, but this was a set. So I made another snowflake colored work knitted hat, and then I also knitted in matching mittens with it. So my friends are usually wanting to have my knitted stuff. So my go-to is like a beanie and a mitten, because we live in Canada and it's cold and snow. So that's the best thing for everybody. Well, unless you don't like mittens, then that, Anyways, yeah, I made this colorwork snowflake one. It was, let's see, coral peach in the background. I will put a picture of it. It was coral peach in the background, and then yellow for the snowflake pattern, and the rims were orange, and the pom-pom was orange as well. So this was the hat, and then the same colors I used for the mittens, and it's just it doesn't have the snowflake pattern because I ran out of time, but it just is different colors. Like the thumb is different colors, and the rim, and all that stuff. I probably have a picture of it up here so you can see. that it's like the same color, the coral, the yellow, and the orange. And it's like, my friend liked it. So the reason why I made these two the most vibrant colors, one, my first friend who got the hat, those are her favorite colors. Two, they both work, they're downtown, so they take the TTC and the subway and those kind of things. And it is dark when they come out. Like, it's pitch dark at 5 p.m. So all these drivers are crazy and they don't see people. They just like go. So if there is like giant, bright color in front of them, maybe they'll stop and like, not run over my friends. So that was the reason why I made them in those colors. And the first one was like, I love these colors. So yeah, I kind of picked her favorite colors. And then after that, what did I do? Oh, I made a lot of hexagon cardigans in these, like finished in December. I kind of started a bunch of them in September, I believe. Like, I started one, hold on. This one I made for myself as a prototype, because I basically took my hoodie and then I just put the two sides, like I started with two arms and I just went that way and then saw whatever is the back, and then I just put more rounds and rounds and rounds until like it fitted me. And my friends are kind of my size, maybe a little bit bigger, so for them I would have like added a few more rows just to make it bigger. But this was the prototype. I will put like a montage of all of them that I modeled at the end before I gave them away, so you will probably see all of them. But yeah, this one I made for myself. Like, it took me about, let's say, 2 weeks to like just to figure it out and those kind of things. I made this one, and this was the first thing that I made as one of the hexagon cardigans. And then so then I give the hexagon cardigans that I made for my people as gifts, and they were added other gifts to them. So there was like Christmas gifts and other things were with them. So the first one was for the same friend who got the red and orange and yellow hat for her birthday. So I used the same colors, the same yarn. I think they were like Burnett Premium. Yeah, I tend to go with Burnett Premium a lot. They might have been loops and thread from Michael's as well. I'm pretty sure the red was premium, and then the orange and yellow might have been, no, the yellow was premium, and then the red and the red was premium as well. Anyways, so those were the, like, I just used the acrylic yarn that are really soft and I like. And yeah, I made her the same colors, red, yellow, and orange. And then I also made her not earworms. Yeah, earwormers. 2 earwormers, one yellow and one coral peach. So yeah, I made her those two. And then the next cardigan, hexagon cardigan that I made was for another friend, and I made her white, purple, black, and the back of it was the daisy square, the granny squares, the daisy granny squares. They're like this, but in like black, white, and purple. So I'll probably put a picture of me starting it or something like that, and then you'll see me trying it. I made that one a little bit bigger because my friend is taller, so I wanted, like, she's not that tall, but she's like taller than me and my other friends, so I made her a little bit bigger than what I made the other two and me, and yeah. In total, I have made like 6 hexagon cardigans so far, and I think I'm gonna stop. I might start like knitting a sweater or something like that for my next big project, so that might come. Back to my gifts. The same friend that I gave the white, purple, and black hexagon cardigan, I gave her a purple. I also made her a purple ear warmers. Those were also crocheted. Like, all the ear warmers that I made were crocheted. And yeah, and then we get to the next friend. So she is more like, oh, I wanted this purple. So then I went to Michael's and I was just like, tell me which yarn you want and I will make them for you, because my friends knew that I was making hexagon cardigans and they were just like, okay, make me a cardigan with this, and that. And then, well, I think the one before didn't know anything. But yeah, I basically told her, here are the ones. And then she picked these two that are like pale pink with like a silver thread. It's kind of like twinkly. They were all big twists. So it was like that one was a big twist, and then there was a gray one with the same thing, and it was a big twist. And then the other two was like a dark purple and a dark gray, like almost charcoal gray. So let me just tell you, I do not like big twist. Big twist was just like, it's so expensive, first of all. Like, I could have bought 2 more like skeins or balls of yarn from Michael's with like even like Burnett's Premium or something like that, or like Looks and Thread. I could have bought 2 for the price of 1 big twist. Okay, I get it, they're pretty, they have nice colors, but they're expensive, 1. 2, they're like so thin. It's just like, why? Hold on, I'll show you. Look how thin this is. Like, why? Why do we need this? Okay, look at this and look at this. The difference? This is like, yeah, they're both the same kind of yarn, but this is thinner. This is like fluff, basically. Whereas this is more soft and like, like they're both soft, but this is just like 1 millimeter or something thinner, and it splits. Look, it is splitted. Like, it splits at the end when you cut it. So I was not happy with this. Yeah, I made that. And then so I had some yarn, as you see. I had some yarn available left over. I made her the hand warmers instead of mittens, because she likes hand warmers. She crochets and she puts those on and it works better for her. So I made 2 hand warmers because there was 4 skeins of yarn and I had 4 balls of yarn left. I made the pink and gray big twist one. I'll put a picture there. And then I made the dark purple and a charcoal gray one. So yeah, that was her gift. She enjoyed it. Actually, she wore one of the hand warmers after we had our brunch because it was like pouring down. Anyways, I love my friends. And then, yeah, after that, I made, oh yeah, I made a leggy frog, my very first leggy frog, with this, let me get it up. Ooh. This is the blanket yarn. I made one leggy frog with this. You could probably make like 6 or maybe 4 out of this one. So this I bought on Black Friday weekend from Fabricland. Yeah, Fabricland. And I bought 4 of them, but they're like half off, and yeah, they were kind of cool. They're very soft, like very nice material, and yeah, it's pretty good. I used it the first time I've ever used blanket yarn like this, and I made a leggy frog, and that was a gift, and it is being very nicely cared for by a child who loves it. After that, I made a child scarf because I knitted a child scarf because I was asked to, and yeah, it was in the royal blue. I think it's this one. What is in this? What is it? It is loops and thread. What is the color of this actually? Loops and thread. Why don't you say the color? Doesn't say the color, but it's, to me this is like royal blue kind of thing. So yeah, I used this one. And yeah. And then, oh, I also made a mouse, my usual mice that I make like this, the zombie mice. I'll put a picture of it. It was in blue. And yeah, the cat that I normally make the mouse for, he's now middle-aged, so he was just looking at it as if like, this is not food, I can't eat it, whatever. Usually he's like throwing it around and running after it, but it's just like, no, what are you giving me, woman? Give me some food. And yeah, he was not impressed by my usual mice that I normally get him, crochet him. But you know, as you get older, tastes change. So then, oh, the other things that I made. Oh, okay, then I made I knitted a hat, which was supposed to be a birthday gift, but I didn't have enough time to do it for the birthday. I added it into like the Christmas gift bundle thing. It was a navy blue hat. It looks more black, the yarn, but it's navy. So yeah, that I made for that one. And then my last hexagon cardigan that I made was this different shades of pink. There's like a bright pink and then light pink and then almost like a purplish pink. So I made that one, and also the recipient of that asked for this like vine cord, foam cord. So I made the vine foam cord, and then I was like, this looks just green, like they need something else. So I added some flowers to it. So yeah, I made that one. I probably have like a picture of the flowers or something, and then it'll probably be in the montage. And what else? Oh, I had bought this granny square, red heart granny square skein, and I was just like, oh, let me try it out just to see, because Michael's had like the 50% or like 60%, something like that off in November, so I bought it during that time, and no, it doesn't work for me. I do not want to change my way of crocheting in order to match up with what the person who made this yarn with. It's not right that like we have to adjust to this person's way of making things. Crocheting and knitting should be your outlet, and it shouldn't be because somebody else is telling you, oh, you have to do it this way. There are multiple ways of crocheting, there's multiple ways of knitting. It is how your style is. So I ended up just cutting each color out, like the light blue and then the dark blue and then the navy blue. I cut them out and just started making a hexagon cardigan with it, and then I added another 3 skein with the same color, like similar color, that would finish up the hexagon cardigan for me. So yeah, I'm keeping that one. That one was the second last one that I made. And yeah, and then on it was New Year's Eve, December 31st, like at night. I had this urge to do something, and I wanted to one of my goals is to make socks this year and learn how to make socks. So I have this pattern that is in one of my books, and I decided to cast on a sock on December 31st. I probably have a picture of it up, but yeah, I have made one sock and I'm working on the second one. So let me show you. Sock number 1 finished, and sock number 2 almost finished. I just need to get to another centimeter, and then I'll do the closing part of the sock. So yeah, this is what I've been working on for the past week and a half, and yeah, it's been fun. So now I'm going to put on the montage of all the things that I have made videos of, like while I was making them at the end. I tried them on and showed it to the camera, but I never actually put it out online or on Instagram or YouTube and those kind of things. So I will put it at the end of this, right now. So hope you enjoy. gifts and projects that I made in December. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!